We met in our 6th grade math class at the middle school. We sat like right across from each other.
I met Jack when we were in 6th grade math class, and he was a really nice guy. He sat actually right diagonally from me.
You know, that was when I first transferred to the middle school, and it was a really fun class we had together.
He was always the goofy kid of the class, cracking jokes, and we immediately kind of like hit it off and were friends.
Well, you know, we've dated since high school.
And once we got to high school, we became really close. I'm not sure why. I guess we probably just had more classes together.
It all started with, you know, the first homecoming dance, fall of sophomore year.
Sophomore year, I needed to date to homecoming, so I asked him to homecoming, and he said yes, and we went to homecoming, and that's kind of what hit off our dating era, where we just kind of, you know, made that transition from just friends to something more. And we continued dating throughout high school, and we ended up going to the same college, JMU. Go Dukes!
But stuck together, and it was great. It was a really exciting time.
We went throughout college together, moved back home. We both, you know, definitely wanted to come back where we were from, and we kind of had the same goals as far as, you know, having a family and staying close to our families and our parents.
Not just, it was meant to be. The day I went to go pick up the engagement ring when I was getting ready to think about proposing, I left at real early in the morning and got halfway down the road. My truck broke down, what you know. And I sat there on the side of the road thinking, this is just crazy. But I was like, it's also, I feel like a sign that, hey, it's happened every other time. This makes a lot of sense. So I got in another car, headed down the road, picked it up, super excited. And then, you know, to propose and everything.
Time was ticking, and since we'd been dating for like 8 years at this point, I was like, okay, you know, it should be happening any moment now. You know, we're kind of like ready to start our lives.
We thought about it a lot, and that's where I decided to propose. And I had to work on it a couple times, try to figure out how to get it done without her knowing.
He ended up popping the big question to me in December, right before Christmas. I think it was the 22nd, it may have been the 23rd, it was on a Saturday. We actually had plans to go to an ugly Christmas sweater party. And
so what I ended up doing was we were going to a friend's house for just to get together, and beforehand I'd arranged my little brother, Eric. He went up there and pretended to lose his phone. And so we had left to go to the party, and then he called me, which was all pre-planned, said he lost his phone and needed us to help come find it.
He looked at me and he said, my brother ended up losing his phone riding four-wheelers. So he was like, let's go back and try to help him look for it. And I was kind of upset at this time. I was like, you know, why does this have to happen? We're gonna be late to the ugly Christmas sweater party. And, but I was like, okay, we'll go help him, you know, find his phone.
So we turned around, and I was like, if Kelsey, she thought if she was cool with it and okay with it, you know, I was thinking she might know something was up, but she was a little frustrated that we had to turn around and go look for the phone. So I was like, okay, so we got a good surprise coming. I don't think she knows it.
We turned around and drove back and went up to this hill. It's got a really special meaning for us. We kind of just went there a lot in high school, just at nighttime, just talk and hang out. It's got a beautiful view of like Rocky Mount, the town, kind of where we're from, and you can see the lights, and we just go up there a lot and just spend time together. We got out of the car and I started looking around, and he said, come here, I have something to show you. Like, I think I found it. And I was like, why do you need, you know, me to make sure that you found the phone, you know, like just pull it up and be like, I found it, you know? So I thought that was kind of weird, but I was like, okay, I'll come over and like look at the phone with you, I guess.
And then all of a sudden, sat down on one knee and proposed, and she was just, I think it blew her away and blew me away.
I was kind of like looking down, and when I looked up, he was down on one knee, and he asked me if I would be his wife and marry him. And of course I said yes.
And really surprised. So I was really happy with that, and it means a lot to us up there. But that was another special moment for me and for us.
It was a really good memory, and he had it well planned out. And then we ended up riding down from the hill right to his house, and he had planned another surprise of having my family, my mom and dad, and my sister and her husband Dustin. And we had this like little toast and celebration of us finally getting engaged. And then we had just a great little time celebrating before we headed finally to the ugly Christmas sweater party, where we actually celebrated with all my friends that night. So it was a good evening and night all together, definitely. I can't wait to get married. I'm looking so forward to becoming your wife finally and just starting a family of our own. I think it's going to be a lifetime filled with happiness and love and just fun and adventures. I'm just so excited.